It snowed, and there's snow all around, not any on the road. I came over to Bojangles, and I had me 2 chicken wings and a biscuit and a small Diet Mountain Dew, and I've got water for the gym. For breakfast, I had this wonderful smoothie with orange juice with vanilla yogurt, and then all my super powers powder added. And I set it down and started drinking it and opened the door for the dogs to look out. And then I thought, I'll go ahead and check my email. So I stepped over to get my computer and I looked back, and Gabe has his nose in that cup, starting to lick that. Did lick, I'm sure, one slurp. Well, anyway, I've caught him before drinking my tea and where he's guzzled it, and of course I've thrown it away. But I just fixed it. It was a huge thing. Hope it doesn't make him sick. But anyway, I think he just got one tongue lick. But anyway, I drank it. I don't get his germs. He's an animal. Now that I've been diagnosed with this CVID, because I had salmonella in Mexico 19 years ago on a trip with my husband, my son Jarrett, two of my stepchildren, and I almost died. I was taken by ambulance to the hospital. I was so sick. And then I came back here, and I know we kept fighting with Blue Cross to pay the bill, and they never paid it. So my husband at the time, now ex, paid the bill, and he was like kept complaining, trying to get them to pay me. I really should have went on to the doctor then and got a checkup to see if I needed any more medicines or whatever, but I've been perfectly well all my life. This summer I cleaned out my woods with a chainsaw. I worked out 90 minutes in the morning, 90 minutes in the afternoon or evening at the gym while I was off from school. Walked miles at the park, not sick, not once. Last summer, I did the workouts as well, but I painted the inside of my whole house, my doors, my trim, everything, not sick. Always sick working in the school system. In the high school, I didn't really get sick. This is my third year in elementary school. Usually I get a cold, bronchitis 3-4 times a year where feel pretty bad. I go to the walk-in clinic, I get my shot, I get steroids, I go back to work, I never miss. This year I woke up on a Monday so sick that I could not make it to work. And I saw a doctor. I finally got in to see the doctor that had all my records, one of the physician's assistants. Well, they sent me for sinus x-rays and lungs, but I was really sick, so I got steroids and all that. And then I was pretty much well, just hoping not to get sick again, off for Christmas, out of the elementary school germ environment, well, the entire time. Went back with the kids on Wednesday and Thursday. Yesterday had a snow day, which it didn't snow. It snowed now, but it didn't then. So anyway, I'm letting my car warm up before I drive off again to the gym. But anyway, I'm not sick yet, thank God. But I decided to go get allergy tests. So I went the Tuesday after our holiday started. And they called me back on Thursday night and said, you've got to come back. You passed all your tests, but we sent you for blood work. You have no immune system. And look up all the information you can about CVID. So anyway, I did, and it's very scary. I have nothing to get me well if I get somebody's germs. This is people. And I can get the same cold. If one of my students that I interpret for, one of my little deaf kids gets a cold, gets well, gives it to me, gives it to the other deaf child and the 3 kids at our table. Then I get well, but I'm going to get the same cold again from every student because I don't have an immune system. So I'm waiting for insurance approval now. I will have to start taking infusions of plasma. Doctor said once a month. It's very scary. I've fainted I don't know how many times with needles and taking blood, and I'm going to have to learn to do this myself. God help me is all I can say. My sister and my son Jared are going to go train with me because the syringe and all this pumping equipment, blah, 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 is so hands-on that you have to have strength pretty much from everything I've seen on YouTube to do it. That I've been an interpreter for 36 years now. I've done plumbing, I've done tree cutting, I've done everything. I'm pretty much like, my poor thumbs are like, not a whole lot of strength. I'm thinking, dang, how am I going to get all this stuff clicked, locked, ready for infusion? But anyway, waiting on the call to get all this approved. The infusion, one infusion, depending on how much of the plasma you get, might be $5,000 or more. With insurance, the doctor thinks maybe I can pay $200. I don't know if that's after a deductible, before. I have no idea. This is new to me. I've watched many videos and talked to many people. But anyway, pray for me. Can't believe this. Since all my life I've been active. Sports, played basketball 4 years, not out of school, not sick. Since before 1988, I was, bicycle, chasing my kids, playing in the park, exercise, sit-ups, things at home, weight machine at home. Since 1988, I have been in the gym regular with weight machines, tracks, the whole works. Since 1980, when I had my gallbladder out, I've had to eat very, very healthy because I don't have a gallbladder. I pretty much gave up red meat, chicken, fish, spinach, vegetables, all kind of good food. And no matter what you do, no matter how much, I'm 1 in 30,000. 1 in 30,000 that gets this. And most likely, from what we deduce, it's because I had salmonella. Salmonella and E. coli. If you have it and you get over it, you're usually left with intestinal problems, esophagus problems, GERD, heartburn. I have silent heartburn. I never have heartburn. But anyway, but the main thing with me, sinus infections, ear infections. My ear was so infected when I went in November, or was it October? Anyway, one of the times the eardrums were about to burst and it perforated my right eardrum. So the allergy doctor, first thing he noticed, he says, wow, your right eardrum's been perforated. It's healed now. That's good. But anyway, such is my life. I don't know. Well, I'm going to go to the gym and have a good workout. I've got my exercise gloves on. And there we have Clorox wipes to wipe down the machines before and after. And so here I go. Have a good Saturday. Bye.